Happy Wednesday. Angela here with your daily message for October 11th. Oh my God. Can't even believe it. Okay, a few things coming in. So there is a lot of connection. I feel like we're actually a little bit social today. What's happening? Are we going out in the world today? So there's an uptick in social interactions, community, feeling connectiveness, that type of thing. This would be a really great time to get out and about, even last minute, get together with the girls or the guys, head out for some drinks or some food or some shopping or tea or coffee or whatever. It just really feels like not only is it a great time for connection, but that it's also like we need the connection, right? So I'm really happy to see this coming in. They also just made me, I just heard that there's really important words that are being spoken. So you may be receiving really good news, having significant conversations, coming into certain knowledge that is going to be very impactful this day as well. Now, there are some decisions that need to come in, but the direction seems a little bit wonky, which means that you're not really sure of how you're going to proceed. That the decisions are there, there's the need to make the decision. I think that you can probably, sleep on it, but there is this feeling of figuring out how to proceed, figuring out what is best for you. There's definitely this reminder that this is progress. Now, it may not look like the way that you thought. It may not feel like the way that you thought it would feel. And so that's so interesting because this comes up a lot with answer prayers and manifestations. The universe is always going to bring it to you for what is your highest good, for what is best for you, right? We may not know exactly what's best for us. We may have a false sense of how we want or how we think that this answer prayer should come in. And so when something comes in and it may feel a little bit different or look a little different, I think that sometimes there's disappointment or there's sometimes a feeling of letdown, but it's just a misunderstanding because you always want to make sure that you're ready for. You're always wanting to make sure that what's coming in is coming in and aligned with you. And so this is exactly what that is, right? This is aligned with you. This is what is for your highest good. And so there's also this feeling of reminding yourself that what is yours is already yours and what is meant to be yours is coming in for you. And so the decisions that are coming in the progress that's coming in the timeline that the progress is coming in is all as it should be. Stay away from those shoulds. It shouldn't be different. It shouldn't, the shoulds, they get you every time. And just last week, I know we talked about it yesterday in yesterday's daily message. Last week, there was a Wayne Dyer quote or poster that I shared on my Facebook and Instagram. I'm just pulling it up very quickly here. Um, and it said, peace is the result of retraining your mind to process life as it is rather than as you think it should be. And I come across this a lot, not only with our day to day and our tasks and, but also in grief. Right? They shouldn't have died. They should still be here. It shouldn't have happened that way. And what that does is keeps you in the hurt. Because if we believed that everything happens as it should as it was meant to, I almost should it, as it was meant to, and that they died in the time that they predetermined that they were going to die, then what it does, it doesn't make it hurt less, it doesn't make the grief go away, but allows you to feel your grief. When your shoulds and your in, it doesn't mean that we have to like it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that you have to be happy that they had this experience or that they struggled or that there was tragedy or that there was violence. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that when we go and we're in that belief and that resistance that this shouldn't have happened, this should have been something different, then you're in that hurt. And that is a different beast than I miss you. I wish you were still here. My life isn't the same without you. That's all your truth, right? And so the shoulds is keeping you almost in this angry zone that isn't helpful. And it's again when we talked about early in the week, I think it might have been the weekly guidance, when we're saying pointing the fingers distracts you from what you should be healing and learning. The same thing is happening when we're grieving or we're feeling like this shouldn't have happened, this should have, right? And so instead of saying, I'm disappointed that this is the way it turned out, And it's two wholly different feelings, and it's two totally different experiences, and it's two totally different timelines. And so it's never saying that acceptance doesn't mean approval. Never, rarely does. It's just saying this is how it is, and that sucks. Right. And so the progress is progress. It may not be coming as quickly as you would hope it, but it is progress. Forward is forward, whether you're walking, crawling, or running, right? And I think that we have this expectation that we want to be running ahead full steam, but we may be crawling right now. But forward is forward. It's still forward, right? And so never wanting to feel like it should be different. Go, this is where it is. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit frustrated because I wish I was a little bit further along, but I am grateful for where I'm at. And I'm grateful for what is coming in. And it's happening as it should. And I'm doing what it takes one step at a time moving forward. And focus on that instead of all the things that aren't happening. Focus on all the things that are happening. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. Come back tomorrow for tomorrow's daily message.